Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Arkansas Razorbacks taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington State Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Rhys Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Washington State's return team will have that offense backed up. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Got his man quickly. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Razorbacks offense has the ball for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects...
And they couldn't hold it off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Wide out in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, there weren't a lot of guys in the box defensively on that 2nd and long play, so you see the offensive line, they're able to get downfield, get a hat on a hat, and that helped lead to that successful play.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. The Razorbacks get it past the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking to move it through the air. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working. Passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, bro.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. On the move, he fires. Complete in the middle. Tackle is made after the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The give out of the gun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Firing deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougar!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
A first down for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really...
And the defense gets to the quarterback. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? They scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here...
There he goes to the right. At the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Here comes the field goal unit.
Number 15 on the field goal.
Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. This time he's got his man.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. They move the tight end all over. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A 3rd and long coming up here. Trying play action. Steps away to find some room. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He'll toss it. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he intercepts it. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Takes the handoff. It's Bridges. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
He'll pull it down.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
He'll do it himself. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first down. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break at some point in this game. He's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Washington State will have to boot it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive, David.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt.
Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run it on first and goal. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Smashes it between the uprights.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Going for 6. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Number 88.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So a drive there of 82 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Washington State, 13.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this 2nd half without someone attached to his hip.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Now, what good defense can be sound to be disciplined? Listen, they don't throw to the fullback often, but they were ready for it, kept their eyes on their keys, went and played it, tackled the fullback for a loss.
Coming after it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules? And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Touchdown, Washington State. They take the lead with the 6. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run play action. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab on the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Quickly complete. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the ground. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Looking for the 2-point try. From the gun. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the 2-point conversion. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
22. Washington State, 19.
He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offense? getting to the running back, cat-like quickness.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He's got his man. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Got some room to run, and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Arkansas! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let it...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The defense takes matters into their own hands. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6.
Washington State, 19.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We've got to stop turning the football over.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got it. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. He wants to throw. Looking left. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success.
A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely perfect.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh no.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Comes out throwing on first down. Working that left side now.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
On second down, wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. First down here for the offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. And this one